What's going on, guys? This is Jack Richmond from BlackScoutSurvival, and I'm excited to announce a new flashlight offering we have with ThruNite. This is the BSS V5 or version 5 of our tactical self-defense and survival flashlight. Now, over the years we've worked with ThruNite, we've come up with a lot of different flashlight designs, and we try to make it better each time. And whenever I first came up with the idea of wanting to create a flashlight, I contacted a lot of different flashlight companies, and ThruNite was actually the only company that was really willing to work with me. So I really do appreciate the opportunity to work with them. I do appreciate their support and putting my idea into creation and ultimately into your hands. So this light, my idea of this light is, I think a flashlight is one of the most important objects you can have, one of the most prized pieces of gear you can have, because it gets dark every single day. The other thing is that to me, self-defense is a huge aspect of everyday life. I mean, you see crime increasing across the globe, and there are places that you can't carry a gun or knife, but you can carry a flashlight. And so with my design here, we have this very aggressive strike bezel. What's unique about this is we can remove this, we can place this on a keychain, and we can carry the light like this. Once we get through some kind of security, light back on, right? One of the big features of this as well is that it's rechargeable. So in a survival situation where a grid may go down, I can use a solar charger panel to recharge my flashlight on a continuous basis. So pretty much it will last me indefinitely as long as the battery and the charging supply lasts and we have sun. For a grid down scenario, it's important. Obviously having a bright light, something I can shine at a bad guy, and then do the flash and smash where I actually stun him by the light and then strike so I can break contact and get away. It's important to have that bright light. I can also use this to signal for help or rescue with the strobe feature. Maybe I'm trying to signal aircraft overhead that's looking for me because I'm lost out in the wilderness, and I can use that strobe function to signal for rescue. Coming from a military background where we needed to have a more covert light source, we would often use a filter. Red, specifically, red preserves your natural night vision. So as whenever you get shone in the face by a bright white light, it kind of messes up your vision for quite some time, whereas a red filter doesn't do that. So we included a red filter that can be screwed in, that can be used to read maps, maybe navigate a path, and preserve your natural night vision. One huge new feature we came out with the version 5 is the two-way pocket clip. So you can put it in your pocket like a traditional flashlight, or use the reverse clip to clip onto a baseball cap. And now I have hands-free illumination, which is important because I may need to be, treating someone that has, some kind of injury. I may need to start a fire. I may need to change a tire. I just may need to have both hands able to do a task and also have illumination source there. Another feature that we came up with was the lock mode for the light. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the flashlight side button until the firefly comes on, and then you're going to hold it again until it cuts off, and now it's in lock mode. So now the light will not discharge. So you're not going to have any accidental discharge. Let's say you're on a tactical operation, you don't want your light to give away your position. Now we're going to turn it back on. Is click the tail cap, and then hold until the firefly comes back on. Now we're back in operation. The other benefit of this strike bezel, if you sit it down, your flashlight, you're going to know it's on. That way you're not like burning a hole in the table. So again, we got the two-way pocket clip there and strike bezel. Also the red lens filter, so that comes with the kit. We have a recharging cable, and there's also a light here on the side button here, which has different indicators, which shows flashing red for 1 to 10% left, red for 11 to 20%, and blue is 21 to 100%. So that way you know how much juice you have in the flashlight. You have a carrying pouch, and you also have a ThruNite lanyard there. So you get this gear with your flashlight. All right, guys, let's take a trip down memory lane here. This is version 3 of the BSS 5 series with the BSS 5 here. You can see the BSS 5 is a little bit more substantial flashlight. It also has this dovetail here to protect the flashlight from being hit, whereas the V3 could actually be hit and turn on in your pocket. And so we actually changed that. And there was actually no way to charge the V3 unless you pulled the battery out and plugged the battery into The charger is now we have the plug on the outside. Now this doesn't affect the rating, it's still IPX8 rated, so water resistant, all that sort of good stuff. Check out V4 here. You can see V4. The biggest difference about this is we have this anti-roll feature, whereas this one will just, you know, kind of roll around, and this one will stay still because of the anti-roll feature there. And also the pocket clip, which is a huge one. And obviously the brightness on this one is better, and better battery life. So you get a lot with the new light, and I think it's, in my opinion, the best version we've came out with yet. We have two color variations here. We have the black with the steel bead blasted stripe bezel, and then the Coyote with the black bezel, stripe bezel there. So each one obviously more military, more law enforcement, or what have you, or if you dig whatever color it is. But I actually like both of them the same. Our bezels, unlike a lot of other companies, are actually steel, whereas the bodies are aluminum. A lot of people make aluminum stripe bezels. Ours is steel, so I mean it will go through wood. It's not going to break on you. See this defensive position here? You see we got this thumb, so it hits turbo, which is the brightest setting, and that's what you want in a flash and smash situation. And you notice we have a substantial amount of gripping area, so if we need to use this to defend ourselves. All right guys, let's go ahead and take this outside. All right guys, let's go ahead and go through the different modes here. We'll start off with Firefly first. Firefly is 0.3, so super dim. All you really need for matte reading and such. Low is actually 29 lumens, and this is really more than you need to walk around if you're hiking or whatnot. Walk around camp, I mean, it's super bright. You have about a 30-yard width on it, and probably about I guess a 30-40 yard throw. Medium, 355 lumens. This is, I mean, super bright. This is really anything more than you would ever need out at night. And then high is 1400 lumens, and you see I'm hitting the tree line. We'll go ahead and hit turbo. I got bugs flying at me now. Turbo, I mean, I'm lighting up everything. I'm lighting up the trees and everything. I'm signaling aircraft. This is 2500 lumens, and I mean, it's illuminating the whole field. It's almost like daylight out there with this little flashlight. All right guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me and listening to the new features of the BlackScoutSurvival version 5 flashlight with ThruNite. Be sure to subscribe to the ThruNite channel. Make sure you like and comment, because you can participate in a giveaway where we're giving away 3 BSS V5, so you can have an opportunity to win one of those. Also, there's a 20% off promotion on the BSS 5 right now, so if you go ahead and pick up one of those, you'll get that 20% off. Anyhow guys, as always, I do appreciate your support, and remember to stay frosty, stay strapped, and stay dangerous. Take care.